Alrighty, guys, we are in the second to last episode of Ballers, and Spence is making waves in the NFL, good and bad, and he's even reconciling with old friends. Stay tuned.
I'm Maria Menounos, and you're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
That's a new one.
Oh, yeah. It's a new one.
Yeah.
Alrighty, guys, let's just get straight to it. To my left, I got both of my beautiful co-hosts. We've got Francesca.
What's up, what's up?
And we've got Miss Lauren.
Keeping it
Real!
And then myself, Yvette, of course. So let's just go ahead and get straight into this episode. You guys, what did you think?
It was a lot, right? It was like boom, 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 boom. All right. Like,
and we're done.
Yeah. It was so much stuff happening. I didn't know. I was so confused. We had to pause and talk about a few things. I had to look up some things to fact check and like, is this real or what?
Is this real? Is this something that is real? Like, you know, when it comes to the money things and like a deal and all that kind of stuff, I've never really known like how much
what
is
the
too
limit
much?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, is there a limit? Is
There's
there
definitely
not?
a cap.
I know there's a cap,
Yeah.
but usually you never reach that cap.
Right, exactly.
So I just thought that was a little crazy.
And they're about to have a one-player team, basically.
Basically. But yeah, with all that money, I would say so. So why don't you guys give us your thoughts overall, and then we'll get into the little segues.
I feel like they just gave us a whole lot more stuff that I cannot believe that the next episode's the last episode.
I know. It's like they opened a new can of worms.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, so you guys are going to wrap all of this up next episode. I have a feeling it might be an hour-long finale because there's no way they can end it in 30 minutes.
It's definitely going to have to be much longer than 30 minutes. And it is at a different time, so you guys all know it is at 11 p.m. next Sunday. But let's see. First off, okay, number one thought, that man, he broke a good TV and a good bottle of Johnny. Of Johnny Walker.
Yeah.
That bothered me. But I'm still, if anyone isn't, I'm confused as to why he's mad.
Yeah, so I'm kind of confused too. I'll look up his name so we can know his name.
I know for sure he was pissed because Spencer basically told them he only took that vote because the 18 game season.
Yeah,
because they made deals. So that's like throwing their secrets out on the
bottle way after when he said, I signed the biggest deal in NFL history. That's whenever he got super upset.
And Candace didn't look too happy either.
She'd be scheming this whole time, so...
now she gonna get schemed
Karma is
herself.
a B. Okay, we're talking about Christopher McDonald, the Dallas Cowboys owner. In the show, of course.
So that, of course.
I guess we're trying to figure out why he threw a ball at the TV after The Rock made his announcement. Because it's like, okay, first of all, The Rock already told Candace Brewer that he was going to try and get Mahomes on the team.
Exactly. So everyone knew that.
Yeah.
But see, I maybe it's because Patrick was already playing last season that it's like I'm a little thrown off. Like, hello, he already plays for the Chiefs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think it's just maybe what's confusing us, and if it's confusing the viewers, and if you guys don't like it, well, whatever. But I think it's just confusing us because it's like he's already going into his second season and he's signing him like it's his first season.
Exactly.
So I think I'm just like, I don't know if this was supposed to be like.
And then there's obviously something that we're missing because don't you remember he wrote something on the notebook and was like, and this. We have no idea what that is.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know what that is. And then he told him he was going to take $25 million off the asking price.
Exactly.
So, I mean, this, just like this conversation right now, how it's all over the place, I think that episode was totally all over the place.
Definitely.
Especially when it came to like the politics.
Yeah, the politics of it. Look, there's three of us here. We all like football. We all like talking about it. But that was one confusing ass episode. And I am happy that I am not in the political game of the NFL because I would probably be like, huh?
All right. Yeah.
Like, just do some really awkward smile. But anyways, so why don't we talk about how Ricky got, like, we're going to start off with Ricky, guys. So why don't we talk about how Ricky was, like, totally offended when he basically what, when he met with
The guy from Universal.
Yes, which was the Paramount lot.
Yes,
We're all
totally
like,
Paramount
we're all like,
Paramount lot.
that was not
You
Universal.
can't fool us LA people.
Exactly.
I know, seriously. Come on, HBO. Step it up on that one. But so when he met with him, I think he was a little offended that he was trying to. I think what he's trying to do is just like tell him like corral your thoughts and just like streamline it, you know, because you're kind of all over the place.
Running theme in this episode. Yeah. I mean, but that's just like TTD even said, Ricky does not take criticism well, whether it's constructive or whatever. You know, he's just like, yeah, he's a little sensitive, blah, blah, blah. And he even said it's never too late to tell him you're right. So hopefully Ricky does, you know, make the right career move, you know, and go back to Universal Studios. Air quotes.
Universal.
And get that job.
Exactly. What about you?
Yeah, I mean, Ricky's kind of been like that this whole time. He's kind of done whatever he wants. He doesn't listen to anybody. So it's good that he has TTD in his pocket and his girl in his pocket.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, that girl got him on
She-
check.
yeah.
And I love it.
Yeah, and yeah, so it's gonna work out because you know you could just talk about whatever and this and that, but you're gonna eventually need to follow some sort of like guide or path, or people are gonna start falling off, and you want to grow and not obviously.
Okay, I think the biggest thing of this episode, minus, you know, the whole ending, was the reconciliation between
Definitely.
Spencer and Joe.
Oh, for sure.
Definitely.
What did you guys think? I think we all like kind of called it,
We did.
like one way or the other, but I felt like
Honestly,
it was anticlimactic, guys.
oh my gosh, we're right here. I was literally thinking, I was like, I thought it was gonna be bigger. I
Yeah.
thought chairs were gonna be thrown. I thought tables were gonna be flipped, and then
She's
they
like, I thought someone
realized.
was gonna bring out the steel cage.
And the eyebrow.
Exactly.
Yeah.
the eyebrow.
And then I definitely thought there was gonna be a lot more back and forth if they were just like, I'm sorry. Haha, laugh it off. Oh, it looks great, right? Haha. So I'm just like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
See, what I hate with things like that, it's like it doesn't show you like the in between. It just shows you like the outcome. You know what I mean? So he's like, "Oh, I want to say thanks to Joe and to John," and I'm like,
You just hated him yesterday.
exactly.
Yeah.
No, you just hated him like a couple hours ago. I don't even think a full day went by. At least
wow.
in TV time. I don't
Right.
know.
Yeah.
I thought it was cute and heartwarming though, because it showed that, you know, Spencer does always think about himself, and it showed him finally for once he took a step back and appreciated people that help him, because all the time it's always him, and that's what Joe was, you know, saying he disliked about him.
And you know what's crazy is that when Spencer
He
was
threw a low blow, though.
Yeah, he was throwing shade. You don't have a wife, you don't have kids, you don't have friends. And I was like, well, you don't either.
You don't either. So what does that have to say about you? You're literally looking at the mirror
Exactly.
telling him that.
That's why they're BFFs. Or
yeah,
were.
because
True.
we have not seen Spencer's girlfriend literally since the very first episode.
yeah.
That's what I was gonna say. She's
haven't-
been nowhere.
Nowhere.
See, HBO, like the writers, like what happened? Like
And Ricky's daughter. We've never seen Ricky's daughter this season either. Like, where does she go?
Grandmas.
I don't think we ever saw Grandma. Grandma's long gone.
Yeah, Grandma and because Grandpa
Only
was
Grandpa's
there.
there.
Yeah.
And then
I don't know.
Who knows?
But yeah, I did think it was going to be a little bit more dramatic than it was, especially because the opening, you know, like scene, you see Joe calling Spencer a bitch on the phone.
Yeah.
And
And even the description in the episode description, it's like they finally meet each other and fuse, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, it's gonna be so juicy. And then I was like, this is what y'all had me.
yeah,
you know what? It's sometimes being an adult is boring. Like they should have just been childish and just
that's
fought.
true. You know
Yeah.
what? But this is the classic. It was all the foreplay. There was nothing else
Yeah.
after that.
Ew.
That's all it was. It was like,
We apparently like drama, you guys.
I mean,
I mean, if you
TV
were,
drama.
yes,
TV drama, not my life drama.
No, no,
but
not
you
at
know,
all.
at least if we were gonna work it up that much, like let's go ahead and
Play on it.
play on
Yeah.
it. And also, I wanted to make a side note. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I did because I noticed random things like this. Did anyone notice that when The Rock stood up and started yelling? Not The Rock, I'm sorry, Dwayne Johnson. No one moved in that office. Like everyone just went about. Like I was like, are those soundproof glass
They
doors?
must be.
because no one even looked, no one flinched. I'm looking outside, and like normally you hear someone yell, and you look.
Everyone turns around.
No one even looked.
Yeah, and then
It was
maybe
unrealistic.
I don't know.
It
Yeah,
was unrealistic.
yeah.
And I think the reconciliation was just too quick. It was like, and I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, thank you. And he's like, I love what you did with the place. And I'm like, that's not how it happened.
It's not at all.
They should at
Especially-
least like bro hug. Do you know?
Yeah, I thought they were gonna hug or like shake hands, something.
I don't know.
No.
It was a really weird episode. At least that part, I thought that was going to be a lot better. And then it was even weirder when we get to the gamers.
Oh yeah.
Y'all.
What happened to his hand? Is that when he got into the fight? Is that the result of the fight?
But I didn't even
Yeah, I
think
think
about
so.
that. It honestly, when they said Doc Golden or whatever, I was like, okay, he works with horses. Is that a horse tranquilizer? That's what I was thinking. I was
Oh,
like,
yeah, for sure it's a horse tranquilizer.
What?
Like some sort of nasty ass steroids.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was just like, okay, y'all are going to put this in this boy's hands. It's just like, let me say, when I first started watching Ballers, I loved it. I was like on the edge of my seat. This season, I'm not gonna lie, I've really been let down. I feel like the writers have just been like, well, let's just wrap it up.
Exactly.
But also not.
Exactly, because literally, you guys, every single episode, we're getting thrown something from the left field, another ball hits our face. Like, we don't know what's going on. And we're trying to be very positive, but guys, help us out.
Like, seriously, help us out, because we're sitting here, we're like, can we get through this, guys? Can we get... It's to the point where literally we're getting baseballs thrown at our face on the football field during basketball
Soccer
season.
Yeah.
With
Hockey pucks.
with hockey fights happening on the track. I don't know. It's just so all over the place. That but yeah, like going back to the gamer, it's like it just everything's making no sense. But I don't know if you guys heard how he dropped, how he's like, oh, I would have never made it through high school without this guy.
Yeah.
See, I thought he was going to say like the NFL or maybe even college. He said high school. I was like, sir, what? You're already like the biggest linebacker I've ever seen. So
what you been getting since high school, bro?
So that's probably why he's out of the game. He's been going out a long time and getting a lot of horse injections.
he's like one of those girls
He's
that go to like
half-horse.
the bootleg,
the injections.
the tire filler injections in your
Ew.
butt.
Tire filler?
I don't know. I don't know what it is, but like
no.
people get like oil or something like injected into
Those
them.
like horrible botched booty jobs.
Yeah, so basically maybe he's got like a bunch of botched injuries that we don't know about, but then again, HBO's just dropping the ball on the writing here.
Wait, you know what I just thought of when I called him a horse? What was that movie with oh my god, why am I blanking on his name from Power?
Omari
He was
Hart.
Omari Hardwick when he was like the
Oh,
telemarketer.
sorry to bother you.
Sorry to bother you.
Remember?
Did you
I've
see
never
that?
seen that.
Oh, it's good.
It's weird.
It's so weird.
No, it's
it's
weird.
mind blowing. The beginning part is good, and then after it gets weird.
No, it's
but
really.
it has
like,
Lakeith
what-
Stanfield in as the main actor, and Tessa Thompson.
Okay.
It's just like
Okay.
some weird
I'm gonna have to
horse,
watch this.
half
Yeah.
horse, half men things go. It's like strange, but anyways, that's what I
Isn't
just
that
thought
a
of right now.
mythological
creature.
Greek?
Yeah,
Like
they were
god-
in
like animal?
Stag.
Chronicles
Yeah.
of Narnia too.
Yes, he was Tumnus.
You knew that name.
Wow,
She
we
knew
can't. We
that
can't.
name.
We
Tumnus
blank
was-
on our people on our show names after we
sure.
just watch it, and you remember that.
Tumnus was my
From
favorite.
10 years ago.
He was. I read the books too. But
All right.
no. So getting back to Ballers.
Charles.
Charles. First off, let's all talk about the first thing we noticed while Charles was on the
No,
beach.
please, I don't want to think about that anymore. I hate feet, y'all. I hate feet.
The toes.
They were just so long that they naturally curled over. It wasn't even like you tried to curl them over. It was just they were so long that they
How tall
naturally
is
curled.
he?
I think he's tall.
No,
I
that
think
guy's
he's
like 7
7 foot or something, right? He's
6'7".
I'll look it up, but he
Look it
was.
up. I'm going with 6'7".
What are you going with?
he's like 8 foot tall.
Okay.
I'm just
Girl.
kidding. No, yeah, something past 6'5".
Omar. Oh, it's trying to get me to sign up for IMDb Pro.
Well, while she's looking that up. I don't know. I thought his boss. I thought he was kind of
6'6".
Ooh.
6'6".
All right, 6'6". All right,
He's tall.
He's tall. He's a tall dude. But I thought he was kind of inconsiderate.
Oh, he knew the whole time that he had a heart attack.
You know what I mean? Like,
And he was just holding it over his head.
he was trying. I was like, is that what it? I was like, is that how it is to be an asshole? Like, you're that inconsiderate that you can't, like, even mask it that you're trying to be considerate.
Right.
You're just like, you just come off inconsiderate.
I think for him it's
I
just
said
business.
that a lot of times.
It's just straight business for him.
But then he goes and not only says, like, yeah, I know. I always is still stressing you out, like playing games with him. Then he's like, on top of that, I'm going to offer you an even better deal. Like, what? Like, he knew that would stress him out even more. You know what I mean?
Well, no, because in my mind, like, I thought he did that, like, as, like, you know,
A
how some
reward.
people don't know how to, like, oh, here, I'll offer you this deal, and you know what? Take 2 weeks paid vacation, like, go, like, he didn't know what to do, so he's like, on top of that, I'm going to offer you a bigger deal with a 4-year commitment.
So you think he did that on the spot?
Yeah,
The president thing on the spot?
Yeah, because, like, out of
Okay.
nowhere, then when he said, like, oh, you're the president as of tomorrow, we're like, wait, what? Like,
Just coming out of nowhere.
what just happened? So what I'm seeing is I don't think he took the deal because he went
Yeah.
back to Miami to his wife and kids.
That's what it looks like.
Kids, soon to be kids.
Yeah.
Whatever.
His
But
family.
I mean, if he's president, doesn't he get to kind of make the rules and he'll be like, all right, I got to take care of something for
That
a week
could
and I'll be
also
back.
be-
Okay, that could
true.
also be it. That could also be it.
But just the ease on his face as he was driving, he looked like...
Oh yeah, he looked.
Yeah, whatever he did was perfect for him because, I
Yeah.
mean, he's no longer stressed and having heart attacks.
Exactly.
But I loved how she got.
On the phone.
Yeah, I kind of want to.
They're so cute together.
I love them. I wish they were a real life couple.
Wait, you can't do that because her husband is on the show as well.
Doesn't matter. I still wish they were a real life couple.
Okay.
Kind of like I still wish that Jessica Simpson and Nick Lachey were together.
Oh,
Jessica and Nick
me
forever.
too. I'm Team Jess and Nick too.
Yeah.
10 years later. But anyways, yeah.
No, so then from there, we're going into the end of the episode, which was, well, we're already at the end of the episode because we're talking about him going, Spencer makes his big announcement that he signs Patrick Mahomes. What the hell?
This is where I had my issue.
Where's your issue, Lauren? You tell me.
Okay.
Tell that
Tell
truth.
the truth.
So, well, a few things. They weren't being exactly clear about what they're talking about. You already mentioned he was like, I'll take 25 off the top at the asking price. And then he's talking about 150. 150 what? As a signing bonus? Like 150 million over the course of how many years? We were never clear. And you know me, I did a little bit of research. And my man, JJ Watt, because I'm from Houston, you know, obviously I don't know if he's the highest paid or one of the highest paid football players. So I went ahead up and looked his salary. He signed a 6-year contract, a little over $100 million with the Houston Texans. And he's guaranteed a signing bonus of $51 million, almost 52 actually. But that is an annual average salary of $16,667,000. So what I'm wondering is,
That's still 16 million less than what I make.
Exactly. But how in the world are they getting 150 for Mahomes, who is, like you said,
He's in his rookie year. Second year. He's a
on
rookie
here.
still.
You know, like, it just doesn't add up. It doesn't make sense.
Right, and he said we just signed the biggest deal in history or whatever. So I'm like, what is going on?
That's why I really think that this show has confused me so much just because I'm like, Patrick Mahomes isn't just signing, he's in the second. I'm thinking it's really hard because they're using like
Real life.
real life players,
Exactly.
real life teams. You know what I mean? So it's very hard to like
And even
not think of everything else.
in real life situations, like, oh my gosh, and I just now I'm thinking about it, they completely neglected the storyline of the Raiders. Remember, they were all gung-ho over the Oakland Raiders and moving to Vegas?
That's right.
That storyline is completely out
I
the
forgot
door.
about that too.
So what happened with that? But so, they just drop stuff. But Patrick Mahomes, I was looking it up, and it says his rookie year in 2017, he signed with the Chiefs for a fully guaranteed 4-year of $16.42 million. So they literally added a whole 120 something million. You guys, that doesn't make sense. That was just my thing.
That's why I think we're trying to figure out what was that for? Was it maybe including signing Patrick and what John would get? Because he is his agent, isn't he?
Oh, so maybe John is getting the 150,000. You think maybe John gets 150,000?
1,000?
Because there's no way to be a million.
And maybe he wrote down healthcare.
Maybe okay. What if he did John 150,000 and
like
Mahomes gets the 25 million? That makes more sense, right?
That does.
I don't know, but if we were trying to do this as business owners, we would be really
screwed.
suck. We would
be screwed.
Everyone would get $7, and
dang.
No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, so I guess maybe in the next episode we'll figure out what that is, because I'm still confused. Maybe we have to go back and watch it.
Yeah,
maybe.
I just feel like this panel has been all over in our brains with this whole season. But now what brings us back together is our favorite lines of the show.
Yay!
So why don't you start off with what your favorite line of the show was?
Actually, I have two.
A couple if you have more than one.
A lot of funny lines, as always. But when they pulled up to the, air quotes, Universal lot, when he was like, I thought you were here for the Ja Rule video.
First of all, I was like, first off, Ja Rule thought fire was happening, or what was that, Fire Festival?
Oh, gosh.
Apparently he's trying to make 2.0 or something.
I heard that. Mm-hmm.
Anyways, horrible. But also, Ja, he doesn't still sing, does he? I haven't heard anything from him.
I have no idea. I thought he was a business mogul now.
Meh. After I watched all that about the Fire Fest, I'm like, oh, come
on,
Ja
Rule. That's us
Rule.
trying to be business moguls after watching the show. Okay? Come on,
especially with our numbers, we got it down.
Right?
No, but I really like that line that when they were talking with Ricky about it's never too late to tell people they're right, and that people love that shit, and that's true. Everyone loves to think they're right, but when someone accepts the fact that they were wrong and they can admit it, that just shows character and growth. So
that does.
That was my quote.
All right.
There you go. All right. Well, mine was it was the first part was cool. Second part was a little superficial, but here it goes. You can't buy forgiveness unless it's with Chanel. I liked that because, one, you really can't buy forgiveness. If you messed up, you need to own up to it. Like you said, it shows character growth. But if you do want to go ahead and give me a little Chanel, I will take it.
It won't hurt.
With an apology, though.
Always the apology.
Yeah, because you can buy me as many gifts as you want, but until you realize you're wrong, nothing is ever going to change.
Exactly. A genuine apology and the Chanel.
Exactly.
So, but you know what's funny? I think I heard something like that. It's Flowers says, I'm sorry. Chanel says, I'll never do it again.
Okay.
Which is good.
I like that.
I haven't tested this theory yet.
I actually had to write down. Did you hear that, Chanel? No, I'm just kidding. So I liked, if you're lucky, conflict comes with the sweetest of rewards, and sometimes it breeds more conflict, but other times it breeds success. So that one was a little, it was a little deep. It was a little in there, but I think it's true, sometimes, okay, plain and simple, easiest way. He said it right after he reconciled with Joe. That was the last line. It was them saying whatever, agreeing to whatever was written on the paper, and then he said that, narrating that over Charles driving back home. So, I think it is true, and I think sometimes when you do reconcile differences and you get everything out in the open, it leads to success. You're no longer holding that burden. You're no longer holding that grudge. And then sometimes he even said it breeds more conflict, but out of that comes the sweetest reward.
Yeah.
So I really like that because it just means to say that at the end of the tunnel, there's always a light. No matter how dark it is and how small it gets, it always opens up and it's all lit.
All right.
I saw a rainbow sparkle when you did that, when you moved your hands in the air.
And unicorns flying all over the place.
And a pot of gold.
All right, guys. So this is going to be the best part because it's really the last time we get to do it.
Oh.
What are your predictions for how Ballers will end?
Your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
Wow. Okay. So I guess I'll go through each kind of character since this is the last time I'll get to do it. I think Vernon is officially done with his football career.
Okay.
At this point, it looks like him and Reg are going all in on the gaming. Honestly, it's not looking the best, but I feel like since this is the finale, they're gonna make them win. At the little gamer con.
Yeah.
Who's next? Ricky. He's gonna pick up his ego, go full-fledged with the on-air career. Charles, plot twist, I think he actually is gonna take the presidential thing, the presidential position, and hopefully his family can all like live together in the same house. And then last but not least, I know Joe and Spencer are still doing their own things, and now they're on better terms. I still feel like they're going to reconnect in some sort of way. They're going to still help each other.
Right. All right.
I would have to agree with that. With Charles, I'm still unsure. I know I said maybe he did take president and he's giving himself this time. I still don't know. I just hope that he chooses to be with his family, and however that works for them. Ricky, he's gonna listen, finally pick up his ego, like you said, and he's gonna make it with that. With the gaming, I feel like I don't know. I think it would be too cheesy if they won. It
would be.
I mean, I know it's the last episode, so I don't know, but I'm not sure how that's gonna go. I think did you guys see in the preview though? Kate, the girl that with Joe, they were talking. So maybe Joe's gonna finally have a wife or a girlfriend, so he can talk schmack back to Spencer. I don't know, but yeah, definitely Spencer and Joe. I think we're gonna end on a high note with them, and maybe it has to do with a joining of some sort of NFL stuff with that big complex that they're building.
I definitely agree.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, and I think Benny is gonna get promoted.
Yes.
Okay, so if Charles leaves, it's Benny for sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh well, he's not gonna be president.
No, but I
way.
mean, he'll get
he'll definitely
get
move
up there.
Yeah.
So let's see. I think Joe and Kate are probably going to end up maybe together, maybe dating, maybe nothing serious. John might actually finally propose to his girlfriend.
Well, technically, you already did.
Well, the right way. Joe and Spencer are probably going to work together because they did say that the NFL wanted nothing to do with Spencer. Now they wanted to drop him. So who knows what they're going to make there. Or he's not maybe going to be an owner. He's going to have to step down and do something a little below that. Candace is going to lose her stature in the NFL. Dallas Cowboys homeboy's going to get a lot of repercussion and feedback because all those NFL veterans are going to start lashing out, being like, you don't want to give us no health care. You don't want to watch after us, blah, blah, blah. And pretty much this season of Ballers is going to end. Everyone has a happy ending. Ricky's going to be some huge radio host. And then I think something big's going to happen with TTD. And who knows, they might have a spinoff show with just him.
I would listen.
And I agree. Vernon's done with his football career.
Oh, yeah.
And he's done with his football career. And we are done with this after show. Next week, you will have us here hosting. But until then, where can we find us?
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at XOXOCESDA.
You can find me. You can find me at Lauren the Truth on IG and Twitter.
You can find me at sports N, the letter N, sass with 3 S's on Twitter and on Instagram. And that's it, guys. Bye. Bye.
Next week.
Our founder, Kevin Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.